It's an ML Sports Take here from Rosie's Corner. Chicken and biscuit day. Yes, indeed. I'm ordering mine right now, plus all the subs, hot and cold. Your pizza wing combos. Try the Gold Fever wings, the garlic parm wings, and don't forget about the Lunas here at Rosie's as well. Route 11 in front of the Brewerton Bridge off the Bartell Road exit. And, of course, gift cards are available for every and all occasions. And you've got your Fish Friday coming up this week as well. So make sure you stop by here at Rosie's Corner, Route 11 in Brewerton. You know, the Houston Texans have got something special going on right now. I mean, you look at a rookie quarterback in C.J. Stroud and a rookie head coach in DeMeco Ryans. Very rare cases do you have a situation like this. I mean, it usually takes teams kind of, a little bit of time to get going and all the rest. And I wish the person on YouTube who came at me in August, I think it was, who said, watch out for the Texans. They're not only going to be a really good playoff team. He was a Texans fan. They're going to be a division winner, and they're going to be a threat in the playoffs. I'm paraphrasing, but essentially he was saying all that. And voila, here we are in mid-January. And here are the Houston Texans with a chance to, quote-unquote, shock the world. But I got to tell you, I don't think it would be that much of a shock. I think the Baltimore Ravens are elite by default. I think they're a great team. But I think they can be had. I mean, playoff Lamar is still playoff Lamar. We still haven't seen the greatness in the postseason just yet. We know 4 years ago this Ravens team looked exactly the same, where they went on a big-time win streak. Lamar threw a couple of picks in that playoff game. They looked awful after the bye week in the postseason. They lost by double digits to the Titans. They went on a big win streak that year. Lamar was MVP. A lot of similarities to 4 years ago with the Ravens. So they're going to try to correct those wrongs from 4 years ago, and we'll see what happens. Obviously, they have a great team. They've got an unbelievable offense led by Lamar. They got playmakers across the board. Everybody seems healthy. Zay Flowers, I told everybody at the beginning of the year, was going to be a stud out of Boston College. They have the #1 scoring defense in the NFL still, I believe. They can rush the passer. They can play some press man. They can kill you in the middle of the field. They have big play guys on offense, including Lamar, including Zay Flowers, right, and others. They have one of the best offensive lines in football. They truly are a complete team, and wonderful coaching led by John Harbaugh. And how about the job that Monken's done as the OC there as well? But Houston Texans, I think most people would love to see the Houston Texans win this football game. I can't get enough of DeMeco Ryans in the post game. I can't get enough of his speeches. I can't get enough of the energy of this football team right now, led by C.J. Stroud and DeMeco Ryans, of course. And playmakers are pretty good too. You got the former Bill Devin Singletary. Motor is running really well. He looks super thin right now. And their defense, man, you want to talk about ball hawkers across the board. They're built from the front to the middle to the back. And Houston swarmed the Cleveland Browns. They were able to get a bunch of awesome opportunities, stopping Joe Flacco and all the rest, picking them off like crazy, pick sixes, fumbles, you name it. They've done it all year long. And then they did it to the Cleveland Browns in the postseason. And then on the other side of things, C.J. Stroud shredded one of the best defenses in the NFL in Cleveland. So this Houston team is rolling right now, and sometimes you're too young and dumb, and I don't mean that they're actually dumb, but, you hear that a lot. Like when a young team kind of arrives early, you're like, oh, well, they're too young and dumb. The phrase basically means, we don't care. We're playing with house money. We got nothing to lose, whatever. And you kind of have that attitude, and for some reason it's been labeled young and dumb, but you want to call it something else, young and careless, young and not afraid, young and whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, this Houston Texans team right now, playing with fire, playing with confidence, and I think this team is a blast to watch. Now, the question, of course, is C.J. Stroud and his sustainability, because in this league, that's what it's really all about, right? I mean, when you think about how hard it is year in, year out to be great, year in, year out to be elite, to be one of the best quarterbacks every single year, when changes start to happen, think about a couple years down the road. They're going to have to probably pay him. Then what happens to the rest of the roster? Does he lose an OC? Does he have injuries? Does the offensive line, get shredded up a little bit? Free agency, all these things that can affect a quarterback. And you're seeing some dings in Kansas City. You've seen some dings in Buffalo. You've seen some dings certainly this year in Philadelphia. C.J. Stroud right now looks the part, but remember, the expectations are now going to be there. They're going to have $70 million or so to work within the cap. They can go out and get free agents. It's a destination. Everyone's going to say, well, the next thing is to do this and to do this. It doesn't work like that. You have to hit the reset button, and let's see what C.J. Stroud has to offer as soon as next year. Now, I know that they're worried about this playoff game, and rightfully so this season. I'm just saying, if you're a sports fan, don't fall into that trap of what most of them do with, well, if they won the division this year and win a playoff game, then they have to this next. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to hit reset and start all over again with C.J. Stroud and DeMeco Ryans and the Houston Texans. So, there's going to be more tape out there. The bullseye is going to be on the back. They're going to be asked to do a lot more. it's going to be hard to keep this up. And that's why the Patriots dynasty and the 49ers dynasty, the 80s, and, the Steel Curtain, and any dynasty that you've seen in any sport is so darn impressive, because sustainability is, in fact, the hardest thing to do. It's hard to win. It's harder to win again. And it's even harder. It's hardest, I should say, to keep everything going and be sustainable and a contender and stay at the top more than 1 or 2 years. So, but right now you got to enjoy it if you're a Houston Texan fan. This team is a blast to watch, led by quarterback and head coach. Mike Lindsley with you here from Rosie's Corner. Stop by. Pizza, wings, chicken and biscuits, subs all day long. Route 11 in Brewerton. And, of course, gift cards available for any and all occasions. And they've got the Fish Friday coming up in a couple of days as well. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.